In this video, we're going to explain everything you need to know to travel to New York City. The most complete video you'll watch today about this destination, with the best tips. So let's get started. New York is the city, a place everyone should visit at least once in their lifetime. It's a cultural, financial, and artistic melting pot with an unparalleled energy. But what to do there? The list is endless. Let's start with the icons. The Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island are essential visits. You take an official ferry from Battery Park in southern Manhattan. The ferry ticket includes the visit to both islands, but not the climb to the statue's crown, which requires a separate reservation months in advance. The basic ticket costs about $30. Buy online well in advance, as time slots sell out quickly. A tip for those who want to save money and just see the statue from afar is to take the free Staten Island ferry, which passes right in front of it. Times Square, with its dazzling billboards, is another landmark. It's chaotic, crowded, and loud. But you have to go, especially at night, to feel the impact of the lights. It's home to the giant M&Ms and Disney stores. Central Park is the oasis amidst the concrete jungle. It's huge, so wear comfortable shoes. You can rent a bike, which costs about $15 for a few hours, or simply walk. Be sure to visit Strawberry Fields, which is the memorial to John Lennon, the Bethesda Terrace and Fountain, Belvedere Castle, and the Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis Reservoir. It's a necessary breather on your trip. And the observation decks? New York has several, each offering a different view. There's the classic Empire State Building, the most famous building of all, with tickets starting at about $45. There's the Top of the Rock, located at Rockefeller Center. We really like this one because you get a view of the Empire State Building on one side and Central Park on the other. The ticket costs from about $40. Then there are the newer ones. Summit One Vanderbilt, which is an immersive experience with mirror rooms, starting at about $43. And the Edge at Hudson Yards, famous for its suspended glass platform that lets you float over the city. It costs from about $40. Choose one or two. For museum lovers, New York is a feast. The Metropolitan Museum of Art, known as the MET, is one of the largest in the world. You could spend an entire day there. The ticket for tourists has a fixed price of about $30. The American Museum of Natural History, famous for the dinosaurs from the Night at the Museum movie, is incredible. Especially for kids, the ticket costs about $28. And the MoMA, the Museum of Modern Art, is also unmissable for seeing works by Picasso, Van Gogh, and Andy Warhol. The ticket costs $30. We can't forget the 9/11 Memorial and Museum. Visiting the memorial, where the Twin Towers stood and where two enormous pools now exist, is free and very moving. Admission to the Underground Museum is paid, costing about $33, and it tells the story of the attacks. It's a heavy visit, but a necessary one. And of course, Broadway. Seeing a musical is a magical experience. The most famous shows like The Lion King, Aladdin, or Wicked are expensive. Tickets vary greatly, but expect to spend from about $60 or $70 for the cheapest seats, buying in advance. Finally, you must walk across the Brooklyn Bridge. Our tip is to take the subway to Brooklyn. Go to the DUMBO area to take the classic photo on Washington Street, and from there, walk across the bridge towards Manhattan. The skyline view is simply spectacular. Do this in the late afternoon. An important tip that will save you time and money is to buy tickets for attractions and tours in advance. Buying on the spot is always more expensive, and the most famous tourist spots like the Statue of Liberty and the observation decks often sell out days before. We'll leave the link on the QR code on the screen and in the description to the site where we always buy tickets and tours for the best price. It's the largest tour site in the world and has practically everything there. Tickets for the Statue of Liberty, Empire State, Top of the Rock, Summit, Edge, museums, subway passes, discounted Broadway shows, guided tours, and much more, all at the best price. And you can buy in any currency, saving on fees. And they have free tours that are great, like walking tours through different neighborhoods. When is the best time to visit New York? In our opinion, the best times are spring, between April and June, and fall, in September and October. The temperatures are mild, perfect for walking, and the city looks beautiful, whether with spring flowers or fall colors in Central Park. Summer, in July and August, can be very hot, exceeding 95 degrees Fahrenheit, and also very humid, which makes walking uncomfortable. Plus, it's peak season with the city crowded. Winter, from November to March, is cold, often with freezing temperatures, and it might snow. But it has the magic of Christmas in December, with the decorations, ice skating rinks, and the famous Rockefeller Center tree, which is a unique experience. Despite being a crowded and expensive time, January and February are the coldest and least crowded months. Good for those looking to save money on hotels, but be prepared for the intense cold. And how many days to stay in New York? It's a city with so much to do that you could stay for a month and still not see everything. But for a first trip, we recommend staying at least 5 full days. This allows you to see the main icons without rushing too much. Ideally, 7 days is perfect for a good experience. With 7 days, you can include more museums, explore charming neighborhoods like Greenwich Village and Soho better, and even see a Broadway show calmly, without having to run from one attraction to another. Staying in a good area will make your trip much easier. New York has hotels for all budgets, but accommodation is expensive, especially in Manhattan. For first-timers looking for convenience, staying in Midtown, near Times Square, is a good option. You'll be close to many attractions, the subway, and Broadway theaters. It's a busier, more touristy area, but it's the center of everything. If you prefer something with more charm and character, consider Greenwich Village or Soho. These are more residential neighborhoods with tree-lined streets, cool shops, and great restaurants, yet still well connected by subway. For those wanting to be near museums and Central Park, the Upper West Side is a great choice, quieter and family-friendly. Staying outside Manhattan, like in Long Island City in Queens or Williamsburg in Brooklyn, can be cheaper. Just check that your hotel is very close to a subway station with a good, quick connection to Manhattan. Otherwise, you'll waste a lot of time commuting. We created this custom map, which explains exactly which is the best region. If you stay in this marked area, you can't go wrong. You'll be well located for your profile. We'll leave the link to this map here on the QR code on the screen, and in the video description we created it on the hotel site we always use, as it always has the best prices. There, you can put in your travel dates and see all the hotel options within that location. At the lowest prices, we'll also leave links to the hotels where we've stayed. There's one that is very cheap and super well located, an excellent budget option we found. We were close to everything, and another one that's a bit nicer, in the same location, but a little more expensive for those seeking more comfort. They are great options to use as a base. An important tip to save on lodging is the advanced booking strategy. The earlier you book your hotel, the less you will pay, especially in New York. This is why we love using this website. Besides having the lowest prices, it has free cancellation for almost all hotels. You can book as early as possible to guarantee a much lower price, and if you need to cancel later, it's super easy and costs nothing. And remember that in the link below, we always organize everything you need to plan your entire trip for the best price. The sites we use to plan our trips and that have everything much cheaper: international travel eSIM, travel insurance at half price, tickets for all the attractions we mentioned, the good and cheap hotels we've stayed at, the car rental comparator, although we don't recommend it for New York, and the global account, to carry dollars paying much lower fees. And the links already contain automatic discounts, as we are always updating them. So save this page to your favorites and use it when planning. It will make your trip much easier and save you a lot of money. Now let's talk about transportation. How to get around New York City. The answer is simple: subway. The NYC subway operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and takes you almost anywhere in the city quickly and cheaply. It might seem confusing at first with so many lines and colors, but using an app like Google Maps or Citymapper makes it easy. The most modern way to pay is using the Omni system. You just tap your contactless credit or debit card, or your phone with Apple Pay or Google Pay, directly at the turnstile. It costs $3.25 per ride. The Omni system has a weekly cap. If you use the same card 12 times from Monday to Sunday, all subsequent rides that week are free. Another option is to buy a Metro card and load value, or buy the 7-day unlimited pass. This pass costs $34 and is well worth it if you'll use the subway more than 12 times in a week. Walking is also essential in New York. You'll walk a lot, and a car? Forget it. Renting a car in NYC is the worst idea. Traffic is chaotic, parking is extremely expensive, potentially costing over $60 a day, and it's totally unnecessary with the excellent subway. What about Uber or Lyft? They work, of course, but due to traffic, the subway is often faster, besides being much cheaper. Use Uber for specific routes or at night if you prefer. To get to and from the airports, JFK, LaGuardia, or Newark, the cheapest option is to use public transport, like the air train combined with the subway. The more comfortable options are Uber, Lyft, or the yellow cabs. Mandatory documentation for international travelers. To enter the United States, you need 2 basic things: your valid passport and a valid U.S. visa or an ESTE, if your country is part of the visa waiver program. Check your specific requirements well in advance. About travel insurance. It's not mandatory to enter the U.S., but as we've said, we consider it essential due to the extremely high medical costs. Use the comparator in the link in the description to find the best price. Let's talk shopping. New York is also a great shopping destination. Fifth Avenue is world famous, with its designer stores like Tiffany, Saks, and Bergdorf Goodman, and popular brands like the Glass Cube Apple Store, Uniqlo, and Zara. Soho is perfect for those seeking designer boutiques, concept stores, and trendier brands. Large department stores like Macy's, the giant one at Herald Square, and Bloomingdale's are must-stops, especially if you catch a sale. An important tax tip: in New York City, clothing and shoes costing less than $110 per item are exempt from local sales tax. This helps save quite a bit. For electronics and other goods, the tax is about 8.88%. And for those seeking bargains and outlets, the famous Century 21, which was a discount paradise, has reopened in downtown. But the most famous outlet near NYC is Woodbury Common Premium Outlets. It's about an hour from Manhattan, and you need to go by bus. There are companies that run this route, and the ticket costs about $45 round trip. It's a huge outlet mall with hundreds of stores, including many luxury brands. It's worth setting aside a full day for it. Safety tip for shopping: always be aware of your belongings, especially in crowded places like the subway, Times Square, and outlets. Use closed bags worn in front of you. And for those who are new here to the channel, welcome. Our mission is to help you travel more and better around the world. If you're enjoying it, subscribe to the channel and like the video. It helps us a lot. Speaking of gastronomy, eating in New York is an incredible and democratic experience. There's everything for all tastes and budgets, from street food to Michelin-starred restaurants. What must you try? A slice of New York pizza, which you can buy at any slice shop for about $3. A tip is to try Joe's Pizza, a bagel with cream cheese in the morning, find a local deli a hot dog from a cart, and an authentic New York cheesecake. The Junior's chain is the most famous for this. For a classic experience, go to a Jewish deli like Katz's Delicatessen, famous for its pastrami sandwich. It's huge, serves two, and is expensive, costing about $30, but worth the experience. To save money, explore food halls like Chelsea Market, Gotham West Market, or Urban Space Vanderbilt, which gather many smaller eateries with great options. For a nice mid-priced dinner, neighborhoods like Greenwich Village and East Village have many charming choices. And how much does it cost to eat in New York? It's an expensive city, but you can save money. A full Big Mac combo costs about $12. A bottle of water on the street or in a deli, about $3. A beer in a bar, about $9. A very budget meal, like a pizza slice or hot dog, costs less than $10. Lunch or dinner at a casual mid-range restaurant will be around $40 to $50 per person. And the tip is essential. 18 to 20% is standard and should be calculated on the total bill. What about nightlife? The options are endless. Seeing a Broadway show is a classic activity. Buy tickets in advance or try your luck at the TKTS booths for same-day discounts. The city has thousands of bars, from Irish pubs and sports bars to sophisticated rooftop bars with spectacular views, like 235th, which has igloos in winter, or Top of the Strand. There are also hidden speakeasy-style bars. For live music lovers, Greenwich Village has famous jazz clubs like the Blue Note. And of course, simply walking through Times Square at night is a spectacle in itself. Traveling with kids? New York is surprisingly kid-friendly. The American Museum of Natural History is a guaranteed hit with its dinosaurs. The Intrepid Sea, Air and Space Museum, which is an aircraft carrier docked on the river with a space shuttle, fascinates little ones. Central Park has the zoo, the carousel, playgrounds, and plenty of space to run around. Seeing a Disney musical on Broadway, like The Lion King or Aladdin, is unforgettable. And stores like F.A.O. Schwartz, the famous toy store at Rockefeller Center, and M&M's World in Times Square are must-stops. Combining your trip, New York is an excellent hub for exploring other East Coast cities. You can easily take an Amtrak train, which is fast and comfortable, or a cheaper bus like Megabus or Bolt Bus to visit Philadelphia, which is less than 2 hours away, or Boston, which is about 4 hours away, or even Washington, D.C., the nation's capital, which is 3 to 4 hours by train. You can put together an amazing itinerary combining 2 or more of these cities. If you liked the video, like and subscribe to our channel to always travel more and better around the world. Thank you very much, and have a great trip.